What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another Hoppy update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and hop straight into Hoppy. And as you guys can see, not a whole lot has changed on Hoppy since my last video. In my last video, I talked about how Hoppy had just put in a lower low. And as of right now, that hasn't really changed. We're still trading right around that same range. Now, what's interesting though right now is if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum is actually starting to break out. Ethereum is up about $100 from yesterday. Yesterday it was around $25.50. So in theory, you would think that Ethereum breaking out would cause Hoppy to spike. But I do want to be clear, when you look at Ethereum on CoinMarketCap, it's up 4% in the last 24 hours. If you scroll down and you look at something like Pepe, Pepe is only up 1% in the last 24 hours. So even Pepe and a lot of the Ethereum ecosystem is not spiking yet. So just understand it's not only Hoppy that's not breaking out. But more importantly, for Ethereum, the main level that I've been talking about is the daily 200-day moving average. When you look at the 200-day moving average, you can see that we are about to retest that level yet again. We actually came up previously and had a double top off of that level and we got rejected. So the fact that we're coming up to retest this level again is potentially very bullish, but it could also lead to another rejection. Ultimately, we'll just have to see what happens. Right now, I would personally argue that Ethereum is forming some sort of an ascending triangle pattern. And whether you want to draw the trend line right there or you want to draw it something like that, either way, it's an ascending triangle in my eyes. But ascending triangles actually break up 68% of the time. And if this were to hit the measure move, it would have a measure move to around $4,000. And if Ethereum had that large of an explosion, it would be excellent for altcoins. So firstly, you need to understand a lot of traders right now are watching the 200-day. This is a very important level for Ethereum. We must reclaim this. But then if Ethereum did actually explode, it would continue to cause Bitcoin dominance to drop, which recently has had another spike. Bitcoin dominance is up to 63%. There was a point in time that this was like 61.8%. And the more that Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin, the lower the Bitcoin dominance drops. But it's also important to remember that even with Ethereum performing pretty well, it's still down 45% from its all-time high. And it reached this all-time high 4 years ago. If you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is only down 1.8% from its all-time high 5 days ago. So Ethereum is still significantly underperforming Bitcoin. That's why it will be so bullish for altcoins if Ethereum actually starts to break out. So in order for us to truly see a Hoppy explosion, we're going to need to see Ethereum break out. Now, is it guaranteed that Hoppy is going to explode anyways? No, it's not. But if Ethereum and Pepe are both breaking out, then naturally that should be pretty good for Hoppy. Because ultimately, Hoppy is going to be a Pepe derivative. Pepe is the leader of the Boys Club. Many people would say that Hoppy is the leader of the Night Riders. So just make sure you understand how Hoppy is actually connected to the market. Usually money is going to flow into Bitcoin, then it's going to flow into Ethereum, then it's going to flow into Ethereum derivatives like Pepe, and then Pepe derivatives like Hoppy. But as a lot of you guys know, Hoppy has changed a lot from its previous run. So personally, I always think it's very important to reevaluate projects. Now, if we take a look at the Hoppy X account, there still hasn't been any major listings or anything of that sort. However, they posted on May 26th that they're excited to announce the launch of a Hoppy bot. And they say right here that Hoppy bot is a Telegram-based reward automation bot designed for decentralized exchange trading competitions. Now, will this bring some hype back to the project? Only time will tell. But it is good to see that they're out here building still. But that's about it for the update today on Hoppy. If you guys are interested in Hoppy and you guys are interested in getting into projects super early, then I recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making massive gains in here this entire cycle. As a lot of you guys know, I first posted a buy alert for Hoppy in my Discord at a $580,000 market cap, and it ran up to 147 million. That is a 253x. And throughout the last few weeks, my Discord has been printing every single day. You can just look through the crypto gain section and there are constant gains. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to see you guys in here. That's about all. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys are still confident in Hoppy. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.